That match doesn't count.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
So what had happened is we had just solved the puzzle and kind of found all that stuff in Lord Mortimer's room. Our mission is to go outside, and as soon as we leave the room, we see these two people talking. That's where we're at.
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Oh, that's right. We have two options here. So what I'd like to do... Oh, I don't have an option to do that. What I want to do, and let me get a browser ready. Meant to do that beforehand. I want to make it easier for me to do polls for you guys. But we don't have a ton of people in here right now, so just kind of shout it out. Do you guys want to look for Mom? Or should we spy on Piaggi and Volner? I'm kind of in the look for Mom camp, but you know there's going to be benefits to either one. Oh, like in between rounds, it'll count the last round's numbers instead of the ones that I play now. Wait a second. In between rounds, it'll count the last rounds. Oh, so you were seeing an old score every time, Kath. Like, that would be very, very laggy. I wonder how many points. So when you type a chat message, how long is it before it appears over there? That's kind of a good way to gauge your lag, too. Oh, we got one for Mom and one for Secret Spy Man. Okay, we need one more vote. Mom or Spy? It's 50-50 right now. I know, we need a tiebreaker. That's one cool thing about the built-in Twitch voting, is that it's completely anonymous. Like, there's no way of knowing who voted for what. When I do my polls, like, where it's like graphically on the screen, you know, everybody has to type in chat what they want to vote, so it's obvious who did what. Yeah, there's two more people in chat, though, so it could be 2-2. All right, well, since I did have a vote, and I'm going to count myself as one, we need to find our mom. Although, part of me thinks, are we even going to find our mom? I have a feeling maybe looking for our mom is like the end goal of the game, or we won't find her till near the end, so it could be fruitless, you know? I'm not sure. I'll do... The council equals finding Mom. This is true. So I'm going to take... Well, yeah, true. Funny Thing can't vote because they kind of know what's going to happen. Let's go find Mom. Okay, there we go.
Well,
Pity, but I've got no time to lose.
And I'm curious if that was a no-lose situation or what. So we have to find the origin of the sword that was left by our mom, which I think we said it was outside. So we need to find a way to get out of here. Oh, no Secret Spy Man adventures. Not this time. But you know there's going to be more. So I believe to get out of here, we need to go downstairs. And then we have to go down one more level. Wait, what's this book? I know I've been here before. How did I never find that book? I think they're adding things.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Wait, did I just find a new area? Oh, we don't need Carmelite water. We're already full on that. Hold on, let me check the map. Where the hell are we? Oh, this looks like it goes outside. There's that guy. There we go. Now we're outside. Hopefully this is the courtyard we need to go to. So we're looking for a statue that's missing a sword. Okay, so we are full on royal jelly, so what I'm going to do is actually use some so I can pick this up.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
This room was open after the first meeting, I think. You mean the first meeting of the game, or just a meeting this chapter? Because I probably should have been there before. We should probably talk to this jerk.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
This guy basically tried to start a fight with us last time. Oh, what's with the jelly thing, by the way? The royal jelly? Well, what it does for us is it gives us more action points at the bottom, which you can barely see right here, because I'm covering most of it. These are the icons. Where are they? Right there. So those are the shortcuts that I'm pressing. I'm basically blocking with my fat head. But it replenishes this action bar, of which we have 9. 9 total. Okay, so I can't do either one of these for free. Wait, we should look at what his weaknesses are. I always forget to do that. What's this guy's name? Wait, is he even in this list? He's got to be. Oh, here he is. Peru. We don't know any of his weaknesses or strengths, so I don't know if etiquette would be better or questioning. Kind of awkward idling. How do you like the super close-ups? Super uncomfortable close-up views. This game loves to do that. Let's do etiquette.
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden.
Ah.
I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
That was a good choice. That's actually his weakness. Oh, we have to look for something.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed a cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
You fear Mortimer that much?
What scares you so much?
Don't mess with him, Monsieur. If he offers his help, refuse it. Keep your freedom and get far away from here while you still can.
You know, if that guy's afraid, Mortimer's bad news. I know. Well, the QTEs have like such long spaces in between them. It feels like it's like twice per chapter. I'm just kind of lulled into a nice sense of obliviousness just watching, and then all of a sudden, oh god! Okay, this does not look like a statue that would have a sword.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. The state the stone of the statue is in reminds me of the sword.
Oh.
I'll bet my boots this is where Mother wanted to lure Mortimer.
There's supposed to be a sword in the
Just need
heart.
to know why?
I can do either one of these. I see, I haven't paid enough attention to know how they fully work, but this game seems to have quite surprisingly nuanced mechanics. For this type of game, Blaze, it has very deep mechanics. It's kind of cool. You level up, you have to pick skills, and depending on what you pick, you excel at certain things, and other things are close it off to you. It's kind of neat. I guess we'll do both of these. Let's translate the plaque.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
And remember our lessons.
If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island.
We need to follow
Turns
that
out
thread.
heroes are not what they once were.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of jelly royal jelly is. Maybe it's the thing. Is it kind of like Christian salad, maybe? I don't know. Observe the crack. That sounds bad.
Let's see.
Let's see, it's actually a kind of honey extract. Oh, cool. Thrust a sword into the crack. I'm going to examine it first.
A crack as long as my finger.
All right, might as well stick something in the crack. Is it a trap?
And what's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
But we should follow this.
Here's the famous Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
Oh, it's the jam versus jelly argument, Blaze. I like the idea of it being an addictive jello in this game. Jello. You know what's sad is Jello's kind of tainted for me. I can't think of Jello without thinking of Bill Cosby. I don't like to think about Bill Cosby anymore. And flashbacks from your myth class. Kath, that sounds like a pretty sweet class. I never took any, like, Greek mythology or any classes that really focused on that kind of stuff. That'd probably be really neat. All of that information I've gotten from games like God of War, things like that, or this game. Okay, so we need to follow it to that side. We got a maze, folks. There it is. And it goes and stops right here, so we need to make it to that one. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. Wait, how do we get over there? It doesn't even look like there's a possible way. Oh, I guess we can go around this way.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus.
He looks like he might be holding a sword.
Architect and genius inventor. He built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus. Every action causes a reaction. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too.
I don't see a crack. Where is it? Okay, so I have a feeling that that first statue I shoved the sword into was not correct. I think we should probably grab that sword and hold on to it until we've looked at all the statues. I mean, when I first saw that statue, I had no idea there was going to be more statues to look at with possible cracks. So let's go. Hopefully we can take it back out.
Ariadne.
Because calling jelly jello is really painful for me, by the way. You are the most hardcore linguist, Blaze. I love it. It's unfortunately easy to find your triggers. Oh, you're a classics major, so I have to know a lot of that stuff. You might be able to help us in this game then, Kath. Okay, so let's pull out the sword. Before I just kind of... Well, I guess we should still follow the thread. The thread kept going, so... Let me try to get back to where I was. I'm already lost in this maze. Went this way. There's the thread. And then we went this way. And the thread went over to him, but then it keeps going this direction. So let's follow it this way. That's a weird texture. Look at that. Doesn't know what to do. Oh, there's something here. Yoink. Guess we don't need that. Oh, now I'm trying to remember. How do I say that word, Blaze? I think the fard was... F was silent. And I thought it wasn't. It was like woolsery? Was that it? Woolsery?
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
It's an interesting way he said kiosk. He said a kiosk.
What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
Oh, a Z instead of an S. I was close, though. Analyze. Enhance.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Wouldn't want to be pricked now. Okay, so let's... Oh, I can only do one or the other. Okay. Yeah, let's not press it yet. Oh, that looks like stairs, doesn't it? That's going to turn into stairs. I just grabbed a key? What? I thought I was going to sit down on that. That was weird. I couldn't even tell there was keys on the bench. Okay, so check this out. It looks like it goes in a couple... Well, let's see. It came from that direction. It's following the strand. Goes this way. And then crosses here. Okay. Now, how do we get over there? There's another statue right back here we can look at.
Theseus,
Pee-pee.
son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur.
Put some pants on.
I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh.
Ben!
We do owe him the foundations of
What is
Athens.
going on, guys?
In other words, the Republic.
Let me pause that real quick. Welcome, Raiders, Finn and company. Welcome to Johncadia. How the heck are you guys doing? What were you guys playing? It's good to see you again, Finn. Let me give you a quick shout out here, see what you were playing. Jackbox Party Pack 3. Were you playing my favorite Jackbox game? Which I believe it's called, I always screw up the name. I think it's Murder Trivia Party? I think that's what it's called. It's got that cool announcer with the creepy horror voice that just kills all of you. Having a blast with it. That is such a fun game. That is like the best community stream game ever. We did that kind of at the end of the year, but that one's so much fun. Oh, that's your favorite one too, Linz? And hey, Linz, it's good to see you. There was another one. They actually came out with, if you have Jackbox Collection 6, Jackbox 6, there's a Murder Trivia Party 2, which we played at the end of last year, and that one's also very fun. They changed up the games a little bit. The rules are basically the same, but they have new mini games, so totally worth getting if you like that. Unfortunately, right now, it's still kind of pricey because it just came out, but I bet it'll come down pretty soon in sales. Oh, you bought that one first. Oh, so did you go and buy all of those collections? They're so awesome. I love them. At the end of last year, about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, it feels like a long time ago just because I took a 2-week break, which was weird for me, you know? I love this song, Who's It By? I never remember Who's It By, Linz. Look up, what is it called? Bastion. There's a game called Bastion, and I think the song is called Sailing Home or something like that. It's a really good song. If you guys can hear it in the background, it might be kind of quiet, but I love Bastion. Bastion and Transistor, same developer. Both those games have fantastic soundtracks. Oh, I said that before I read that, Finn. Exactly. Just phenomenal. I haven't played their new game, Pyre, and I kind of want to play it before I listen to the soundtrack, but I'm sure it also has a great soundtrack. Great minds think alike, right, Relentless? How was your holiday, Linz and Finn? I haven't gotten to talk to you again. Hopefully you had a good break, had a good Christmas and New Year's and all that good stuff. AKA Zulf's theme. Oh, thank you, Blaze. Okay, so where we're at in this game. Well, right now we're looking at a naked statue, trying to find out clues that our mom left behind. And she's actually missing on this island, but she's hiding from people. So we're trying to find her before other people do to help her out. I like how you didn't read the main title, just the alternate one. Oh, The Mother I'm Here. Is that actually the title of the song? Maybe it is. In the list that I have, I also have like a Sailing Home. It's interesting. There's two parts of that song that are basically, it's the same song, but one is very mellow and one is much more upbeat. Now see, they were fantastic. I had a lot of fun. Right now I'm getting ready to move in 2 days. I saw you post that on Twitter. Are you doing like a big move, or is it like are you moving in the same town? So things are getting a little hectic. Honestly, moving is like one of the more stressful things you can do. So Godspeed. I hope it goes well for you. Moving can suck. It can be exciting, new places, but the process of moving sucks. Oh, across the state. Nothing too big. Well, at least you can drive there reasonably well, like within a few hours, hopefully. That's it. Setting sail, coming home. I think that was the slow part of the song, Blaze. Oh, tonight was Finn's last stream of the week. Bummer. Well, thank you for the raid, Finn. And yeah, good luck in your move. That's going to be exciting. Oh, was it the opposite? Okay. It's funny. What I actually did, Blaze, I found a YouTube video online that had both of those songs put together. So I grabbed that because I wanted longer songs for the introduction so it didn't repeat so much,
Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
Shield your eyes if you don't like statue dong. So we're kind of going around and just kind of getting hints because we have this like sword that belongs in a statue, but we don't know which statue it belongs to. So we're kind of checking them all out.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Oh, you just moved too. How was your move, Kath? Did you change states or was it a short move? It was a good run, guys. Time to get banned now. Oh, statue dong. No. It's art. It's art. It's fine. And there's also this rope that we're kind of following the path. Oh, it looks like it ends right here. Okay, the fact that the rope ends here makes me believe this is where the sword goes. Can you guys think of any other better reasoning not to do that? It's like that guy that sits down at that desk and says like, I believe this, prove me wrong, or something like that. Ah, we're still full of royal jelly, so I'm going to use some more of that. There we go. Pick that up.
Minos.
See, at least this guy's covered.
Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many
funny
children,
thing.
including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
There's a crack in every statue. We can translate this for free, though.
His gesture sealed his fate. The crack is in the region of the heart.
See, nothing about these cracks seem... Observe the crack. No, none of the cracks, from what I can tell, seem like, oh, this one looks like it was recently changed or something like that, or recently had something in there. They all seem identical to me. So my second thought was, okay, some of the history of these statues is going to be what tells us who has a sword. That didn't really tell me either. It probably did, but I missed it. But this is where the rope ends. So I'm going to say
Theseus.
Mr. Dong gets the sword. That sounds terrible. Theseus, who's that?
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
There's another crack on the other side, too.
It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
I knew that was going to happen. Hey, Soul, how's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, not just interesting sideburns, but a very pointy chin. I'm doing really good, Soul. I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. After taking a 2-week break, it's like riding a bike. It's you can quickly jump back into streaming, but I kind of forgot how a lot of my stuff worked and my flow, let's say. So I'm getting back into this. Although I guess I fail all the time anyway, so what's the difference? Release the Kraken. Alright, let's thrust the sword in the crack. Don't clip that. Alt title, between 6 and 8 centimeters. No. Okay, nothing happened. You know what, though? I bet that has to do with this trap over here. So, we also found in this... He called it a kiosk? I don't know why. What's that up there? Damn it. We don't have the agility to do that. I know. It's like, as soon as I say don't clip that, that's exactly when people are going to clip things, right? I guess I'll use an agility point and grab this. I don't know what it is.
Amber.
Amber. That's right. If we get enough of those ambers, we get another point to use down there. Yeah, so check this out. This is totally stairs, but we have to put our hand there. But if we don't do this correctly, it's going to harm us. Yeah, he did sound kind of creepy. Maybe he was talking about a girl he knows. Amber. Did I look at this on the floor yet? I don't remember looking at that.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
So this is probably our hint. Oh, Rachel Amber. I forgot all about that. I'm going to use a point. Let's see if we get some hints from this.
It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
We knew that. Waste of a point. Okay, move away. Step away from the plaque. Man, I wish I could save it. Let me see if this matches up with that other one's description before I hurt myself.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Okay, let's remember that. It's up to the just to render judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. So now if we go and look at Mr. Dong over here, where we put the sword. Where is he? Over this way? Oh no, I think I got turned around. Where am I? Whose pants are these? No, that's not the right one. Oh, I went out the wrong exit. Gotta follow this rope. I didn't even look at this one.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos.
Whose pants are these?
Became the
It's
queen
one of my
of Crete.
favorite sayings. I don't remember where I heard that. One of my friends said it. Notice something. Okay, what will you notice?
She has no cracks. For once justice is done, she won't pay for the errors of the others.
Not worth a point.
I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want.
She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon.
Oh,
9 months later,
Bestiality.
she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur.
It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated.
When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims. Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
So you're saying it's not just video games that portray women poorly. It's also all of Greece. Okay, was this Mr. Dong over here? I think it was. So remember that saying.
Theseus. He's the son of Aegeus. He became the mythical king of Athens, the unifying king. Pity, he's generally only remembered for having slayed the Minotaur.
Only remembered for slaying the Minotaur.
I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever.
See, none of that makes me think of what it said on that plaque. It said that the truth uncovers all possibilities, and what did it say about justice being... Something about justice. Do you want a hint? I think a generic hint. Oh, what are some similarities in their stories? Well, there's some relation. There's like, we have the Minotaur. We have the woman that was mated with a bull to create the Minotaur. And we have the guy that slayed the Minotaur, right? And Theseus makes me remember the ships of Theseus and thinking about how they always gave me a headache. No. There's a lot of bestiality in Greek myth. I did not know that. I know there's a lot of, like, cool creatures. I didn't realize bestiality.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Does it have to do with what that note says on the this kiosk here? I am not familiar with the ship of Theseus.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Let's see. Think about the clues from the figures you pointed out in the mythology. And we didn't look at this one either. This is the Minotaur.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos.
Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation.
Yeah, so I don't think it's the Minotaur or the guy that killed him.
Let's go.
Well, let's go back to that first statue, because there was, I think, a hint about what that rope meant. I think that rope might be important to this. And that's kind of what I thought about the location, because the first reason I picked this one, because that's where the rope ends. But I might have that wrong. Let's see if I can get this maze. Oh, we didn't look at this one either.
Icarus.
At least she's wearing a, the he? Icarus is a he, right? Wearing
Son
a
of
leaf.
Daedalus and Nocrate.
Yeah.
It's impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed.
Okay, I don't want to spend any more points on this plaque.
Well, let's keep going.
I imagine as long as you do one of those, you probably get all the hints you need. So I have to make my way back to the center so we can get to the beginning. I think it's... I think we just follow the rope, I thought. Oh, here we go, this exit. No? A dead end. I'm so turned around. Greek mythology plagiarizing Nintendo. How dare they? Have you guys ever played a Kid Icarus game? Okay, this way I think goes back to the beginning. I played the original on NES. I never played the 3DS game. And of course I've played him in like Smash Brothers, but... Okay, so this is where that spool started.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, Ariadne helped Theseus out of the labyrinth. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island.
So to me, I don't actually think the spool has necessarily anything to do with the clue.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
The clue was about the truth unlocks all possibilities. Fun fact, the original game isn't called Kid Icarus in Japan. It's called Light Mythology, Palatina's Mirror. I'm glad they changed it too. That doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? Oh, almost missed this book. All right. Back to the other statues. And there's this one here. Okay, so this is Icarus. I don't think it's Icarus. Let's see, which statue represents something different in the myth? Where should the sword go ideologically? Think about the truth in the myth. I would imagine then it needs to go... As far as like what the myth is saying happened?
Theseus.
It needs to go in the Minotaur. Because this guy killed the Minotaur.
Let's try something else instead. Asterion.
He already has 2 swords in him.
Asterion, son of Minos and Pasiphae. Asterion, who had such a sad fate and who the legend portrays as the horrible Minotaur. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough,
here.
He died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation.
I think we've looked at all the statues.
Let's go.
Let me see if I can get... I guess I can't get a bird's eye view, but we can kind of look around, and I've looked at those 2. I looked at that one. That one's the one with the spool. What else do we have? We have... Icarus. And I think that's it. And then Mr. Dong over here. So if I had to guess, based on the hint of this sword should go ideal, like the truth in the myth is the Minotaur was slain. So a sword actually went into it. Although it already has 2 swords in him. How do I get over there? That makes me think that that's where the sword needs to go. He also said that the wife was the one that was punished.
Daedalus. Architect and genius inventor. He built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus.
So what we're supposed to do at the end, Blaze, is go into that center area where there's that hand print. We put our hand there, and as long as we put the sword in the correct statue, I'm guessing the trap won't trigger and the stairs will open up.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want.
So she does not
She was
have a
punished for the sins of her
sword
husband.
slot.
She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. Alright, let's continue anyways.
I'm going to think Minotaur. It's not clear to me. Like most of the puzzles in this game, nothing is standing out as, oh, this is obviously what they're getting at. As far as what we've looked at, I think the Minotaur is the only guy that was actually stabbed with a sword. Yeah, we can do that, but we don't have health. So, I'm not sure. Maybe we just straight up die if we get it wrong. But let's see what happens. The game autosaves, right? And the main story is about justice, despite the characters in the myth getting punished in various ways. Who deserves the sword ideologically? Oh, because of the truth that it was talking about.
Theseus. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. He's the son of Aegeus. He became the mythical king of Athens, the unifying king.
It was whoever forced the woman to
He's generally
mate
only
with...
remembered for having slayed the Minotaur. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
I need to read that one again. Whoever forced the woman to mate with the bull, that's who should probably be punished. We're so close, John. Hey, Dona, how's it going? Welcome back.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
How's your 2020 so far?
I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband.
There's another hidden
She had to
statue?
mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as
Oh, it
the
doesn't even
Minotaur.
tell me who forced her to mate.
It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated.
You know, I took like a
Alright,
look around the
let's
maze.
continue anyways.
Maybe there's one I can't see over the hedges. Okay, let's look around the maze a little bit more. I'm shocked there's another one we're missing. We looked at this one. Poseidon. That's the one that forced her? That would be it then. I haven't even seen that statue yet.
Minos.
This is Minos. Minos gets the creepy music.
He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
His gesture sealed his fate.
I actually don't have very much information about this guy, but let me look for another one that I missed. Okay, nothing here besides the Minotaur. And then back this way, there's Icarus. Thank you, Nintendo, for creating this cool mythology. And back here. Now we're back at the beginning. So this is where the spool starts. What's over here? Ooh. Gonna take a point, but I'm curious what's there.
Golden elixir.
Oh, and I can't even use it. What does golden elixir do for us again? I kind of forget. Here they are. Cures negative alterations, which we don't have right now, so I can't really use that. Is there really another statue? I feel like I combed this place over. Yeah, there's no statues in back there. This wasn't Poseidon, was it?
Daedalus.
No. Are you afraid of mazes yet? Yes, I am. Wait. Did I already looked at that one. That was Minos. Where's the other statue? Yeah, now I'm back on this side with Mr. Dong. And in the center, there's only this one statue. I have all this, but I didn't find any new ones. No, I'm super confused. Okay. My guess is Minos. Just listen to this soundtrack.
Minos.
You hear that? That's just bad news.
His gesture sealed his fate.
He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
Is it just me, or did that go further in than the other ones? Alright, I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens. Press. I don't want to look. Hey! Or is the trap down there? I saw a lot of blood on those walls. All right, I think we might have done it. Or I'm about to die. Wait, what?
Again?
This isn't the trap. This is just this character's problem. It's like fortune telling,
You
basically.
can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
That dude has the creepiest face. Well, this is going great.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
You need like a handkerchief or something. Don't put that on your shirt. People are going to see that. It was dumb luck, a funny thing. It's funny.
See if you're in there, Mother.
When I thought that I knew which one I needed to look for a name because I thought she was wronged, it didn't mention Minos in her description. Or it didn't say like Minos like made her mate with the bull. So I was like, oh man, which one is it? I got a little bit lucky. Got a little bit lucky. Amber. Sweet, we got another point there. So now we have 10 total points, which now you can see 3 over here. I know, it is a good thing he didn't fall down. He starts to have like a stroke right as he's going down some secret stairs.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
We're gonna find our mom down here?
These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection.
Ruh-roh. I want to spend 3 points to notice something. Let's see. Poseidon punished her because she was Minos' wife, while Poseidon really wanted to punish Minos. Oh, okay. But there wasn't a statue of Poseidon, right? He was just mentioned. Hey, it's one of the servants. Sir, I'm taking a nap here, sir. Can I get you anything, sir?
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
So was somebody on her trail and she had to kill him? Is there a cat sneaking behind me? What was with that camera angle? Oh, now it's above me.
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Mom?
Good God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
Whoa. How does she not know that? Episode 2, Part 7, complete. Hey, once again! That's 2 parts in a row, no failures. He don't look too good. No, he does not. Sir. The cold-hearted and uncaring about death. That's why Luther was doomed. I'm just a machine. I have no feelings. No, I do. Okay, so our success, we inspired Peru to trust me, which we found his weakness. I succeeded in opening the entrance to the crypt without getting the statue wrong by sheer dumb luck. And we found our mother in the crypt. So maybe I'm glad that we didn't waste time, like, listening. We actually went straight for our mom. We might have found her anyway, though. No John Failias. I miss John Failias. Have we... Hold on a second. Have we not had a fail yet today? Is that possible? I know, we found Mom. the game's over, right? Alternate paths. So we could have convinced Piaggi to reveal some important information, but we didn't spy. And we could have eavesdropped on the conversation, and we chose not to. Come on, level 9? No, not quite. Stream avatars did fail on you, but you definitely can't pin that one on me. That was so sorry. That was so crappy. I'm sorry about that. So it looks like we get 4 points every chapter. I'm not sure how you would get more than 4. Everything's level 1 at least. I kind of want to spread the love around. Let's go 2 in logic here. Make that level 2. Oh, this is level 0. Let's make this level 1. And work on psychology. That's pretty close to level 2. Poor Blaze, I'm so powerful. It had to be nerfed. Oh, that's the end of chapter 2. So we are definitely, or I guess, let's see. If there's 5 chapters total, midway through chapter 2 would be the halfway point, right? See, this one did have fewer sections. The first one had 5. This one had 3. It looks like it changes up. Oh, they all have 3 after this. Okay. So chapter 2 might be maybe the average length of the missions, depending on how long it takes me to beat the rest. The Conclave, officially on chapter 3. 17 points, never forget.
The only thing
that
I
was
can
awesome.
tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
What's going on here?
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
It's just flashback stuff.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with 2 faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
There's so much going on in this game. Okay, we got 3 manuscripts we can open. Oh, we found 2 pages of this. We need 2 more. I only have 3 books to do, so we'll get linguistics, subterfuges, and psychology. Wow, we need to find more books. Uh-oh, what'd you miss, Blaze? It was really just like a flashback, kind of recapping things that happened before. January 22nd, that's pretty close to today. Ripples. Yeah, what the hell did happen to our mom?
Move.
Wait, I don't...
So you've come at last.
Easy. Let me turn around. Oh my god, Mother, what has happened to you?
Did I miss something?
Who are you?
What? But, Mother!
Who are you?
It's me, Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Oh, I
Mother,
came here.
I don't know what you've been through, but lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
Oh, crap. Okay, so before we start doing this, what I want to do is let's check out to see if we know any weaknesses of our mom. He's right here. Nope, to be discovered. Okay. Now, I also want to use the one that cures negative alterations, which we just got one for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing because we were caught off guard. Mother! This hag is awful. Or Mom. She's not doing too good. And she doesn't trust us. So let's go ahead and use this. Just to get rid of that. Okay, we can do this one for free. Let's remind her about the quest of the book.
Remember Al-Azif?
Oh crap. You just encountered an immunity. That's bad. 1 effort point is locked. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself. Okay.
I was sure.
Where's the book, Mother?
So that's what you want? Well, you will never find it. Emily died for that.
What's got into her?
You are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
What the hell?
I don't wish you any harm. Really, Mother.
Even Georgie's
it's
pissed
me,
off.
Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really is me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are, what was the saying I taught you?
You've been telling it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I ever forget it?
Always keep your mind rational.
Ooh, check the journal if you need to. Let's see. When all else fails, show her your unique birthmark. Only your mother would know. Who's Miss McGonagall? What's that? Okay, in our journal. Oh, I guess even though we don't know her weaknesses, we know she's immune to occultism. Let's go ahead and read this. She is a rich French aristocrat. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret societies, the Golden Order. A woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circles of society: politics, trade transactions, secrets of state, or paranormal spheres. The Order had an eye over everything. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to the Order was the development of its branches in America, Europe, and Central Africa, not to mention the expansion of her occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was just a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son Louis to become the new face of the Golden Order. Okay, so that didn't give us too much. We just know don't bother using occultism. Oh, the old lady in Harry Potter. Sorry. I've watched them all, but I've only seen them once. I have not committed them to memory. Always keep your mind rational. They'll say and open.
And open.
You knew it.
They're all the same answer.
You are smart. You're getting me muddled up. Tell me, rather, whose place were we at when I told you I was coming here?
Mother, I really am your son. You can't trick me.
That was the beginning of the game.
We were in Paris. We were investigating an art dealer.
His name?
Oh no. Can I look that up somewhere? What if we look up ourselves? Louis. Does this say anything about what happened that day? It does not. Open book exam, please, Mother. I know. Oh, this is like one of those terrible tests that gives you very similar answers, you know? I'm gonna guess this one. That one's the odd one out. That one seems more Frenchy, I guess?
His name was Von Bullshit.
Louis would never have got it wrong, dirtbag.
No, wait, it's just a detail. He lived in Paris, near the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Crap.
We investigated him for 3 months. He made a fortune by taking advantage of gullible collectors of Parisian high society.
You're a good actor.
He was an ancient art dealer. He had the book, Al-Azif.
And that's what you wanted to get out of me, wasn't it?
That was a very long time ago we played
unmasked
that.
him, but then he came after us. We escaped, but you didn't want me to intervene.
I listened to you, and we knocked him out.
What? How? You can't know about that. Louis, no. Is it really you?
This is my last chance.
No! 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 It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Sarah looks terrible. I kind of want to use the points. I feel like I need to at this point.
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late. Very well. Rational and open, Louis. Since you arrived on the island, has anything strange happened to you?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
We've been having visions. I'd say that was strange. Yeah, Mom, I don't want to make my lessons. I want to play video games.
Like me having visions, for example?
I knew it! It started! Oh,
Hell,
Louis,
she's
I just
panicking.
wish I...
Yes, it's happened to me. Like when I was a boy.
Uh-oh.
I find myself in someone else's body for the space of a dream.
Have you ever dreamed of a different place to the one where you were sleeping, without being able to explain it?
What's gonna happen?
No. But Mother, don't worry. I'm not losing my mind. Everything is fine. You used to give me a concoction to calm me down when I was little. So, just make some for me once we get back home.
Migraines? Loss of consciousness? Loss of control?
No, rest assured. All is well. I promise you.
What else? If you really are who you say you are, then you'll do what I ask of you.
Which is?
A conference is going to be held. You will attend on my behalf.
No, wait, Mother. No one cares about...
You will be invited and you will go. Mortimer will present a project.
Kind of want to redo
Whatever
that.
this project is,
But-
whatever the project is, I want you to learn as much as you can about it. You'll have to get by as best you can, but we must find out what it's about. Do you understand?
Don't you think that before all that, there are a few issues to be addressed?
Do you understand?
Yes. All right, I understand.
I'll explain afterward.
I'm
but right
crazy.
now, you must go to the conference. Go now.
You do realize you're still treating me like
Go!
If you aren't there when I get back, I warn you. One
She
more
didn't
thing,
shoot us.
Mother.
That's good.
Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
Uh-oh. Starting.
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
Well, that sucked. When she was asking, like, has something been happening to you? I assumed I just needed to tell her the truth. Finding the secret study, that's not something that's strange that happened. It's been our migraines and those weird visions. I know, just when I thought, well, when I say fails,
Golden elixir.
I definitely mean fails as in, like, stream fails. Failing in a game, that's bound to happen. Okay, so we need to get back to those doors where we started. I'm thinking I need to go back to the other side where we came in here. Well, at least it didn't end the game. Although I'm curious, what would play out differently if she did trust us? Maybe she would just be less aggro to us, maybe? John trying to move the goalposts. Oh, crap. I'll get out of here. That's where Icarus is. Fail is a fail, John. Well, I know, but like, imagine if I was playing Dark Souls, is every death a fail? Because, yeah, there's no such thing as a no-fail Dark Souls run for me. I thought there was another exit over here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, this way, okay. It was definitely a tragedy, that's for sure. Okay, we made it back. No, get up. Thought I was going to grab some jelly. Don't sit down. Okay, that one has a hand symbol. So that one's actually picking something up. Oh, collector's coins. Okay. The inevitability of a fail does not unfailify it. I like our logic, our lore behind fails. Okay, so we need to make it the conference. Where is the conference being held? Is it that really cool room that like overlooked the beach? I wonder if the map will tell me where to go. I don't think it's any of these. Was it the dining hall with the view? Maybe that's where it's going to be. If that's the case, looks like it's this way. I honestly thought we were going to get shot, Relentless. Absolutely. So, that's one positive. The game keeps moving, but she doesn't trust us as much as I would like. Okay, so I was thinking it was going to be this way, but there's a servant here. Is he blocking us?
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests.
Okay, I think that's a hint that it's not this way. If you were a conference, where would you be hiding?
Monsieur de Richet, you are expected at the conference. Please take the door to your left to join the guests.
There we go. Good. Somebody with directions. I don't think the mom... Well, I think the mom does half believe we're the son, but we didn't really convince her, so what she's doing is sending us on a mission to do something for her, and if we are truly her son, we'll do it successfully. So we're kind of like still trying to prove that. We don't have very much royal jelly in between chapters. I'm a little bit worried. This is a sweet conference room, though.
Respect to any other.
Does she think we have any really convincing mask or something? Yeah, I mean, what kind of technology did they have back then to, like, make yourself look like someone so much, you know? Okay, before we do this, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, which you guys know what that means. I'm also going to get some hot cocoa because my throat's a little rough. Means we got time for another one of these. How often do we get 2 of these in one stream? Alright, so I will be back in just a minute, guys, so you guys kick some butt, and I will see you in just a moment. Alright. How is this game going so far, guys? 3-7? Red team is winning this time. Wait, red team won last time. Soul Viking, how is it going? It's good to see you. 8 points. Good job. Okay, red team is taking this one. I'm going to try to score a point real quick for the blue team here. How are you doing, Soul Viking? What's new? How was your holiday? Okay, looks like I'm in there. Nice, Relentless. Good last second shot. Oh, wait, 30 seconds left. Could probably do one more basket. Go Reds! Oh, I way overshot that. Nice, I get my point. Good Just Work was on call, so I stayed home. Well, that's cool. So I'm guessing they didn't call you, which is the best kind of on-call. You just get to relax and wait. Maybe nothing happens. You can't drink, but you get to wait. Congratulations, Red Team, and a funny thing. Good job, MVP. So you get 4 tokens today, and everyone else on the Red Team gets 2 tokens. Congrats. Actually, you know, I like to say that I don't get tokens in my own channel, which I don't for just hanging out, but I do get tokens if I'm on the winning basketball team, so that's kind of cool. There was no one else on the Red Team. It was just 2 of us until you joined. Oh no! Well, I tried. I didn't know we didn't have enough players. I'm proud of myself on mobile in a team with myself. Now, you did a really good thing, a funny thing. Nice job. All right. Got some green tea with honey, because my throat... Oh, you still couldn't join, Blaze? There is no one else on red. Wait, could you not join at all, Blaze? Again? I wonder if I have to close out of the program and restart. Just as a test. Before we actually start. Let me just kill the program and bring it back and see if that fixes it. So, I closed out of it completely. We'll restart the stream avatars. How weird. It doesn't like you, Blaze. Just enjoyed some downtime. Very nice. The wife and kids went to Long Beach without me. That is definitely downtime. Oh, that's a bummer. Is that because you're on call, so you couldn't make your way up there? Okay, so I'm reconnecting. So the avatar should appear in just a second. There we go. So let's try one more round. So this Jaybird's alive. Hold on, 1 second for basketball. We're not going to play a real basketball game, but let's welcome the Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. How's it going, everybody? Jaybird's live. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? We were actually troubleshooting our basketball game for just a second. Blaze, who's kind of like a Michael Jordan as far as basketball is concerned on our stream, it wouldn't let him join the game. And I'm thinking maybe it knows he's too good, so it's blocking him. Let me give you a quick shout out here. What were you playing, Jaybirds? Fire Emblem 3 Houses. That's the new one for Switch, isn't it? I have never played a Fire Emblem game, but I've heard they're really good. I remember people saying that one of the unique things about those games is that when your characters die, it's like permanent, right? Maybe the old ones, it was like mandatory. I think maybe the new ones, you could turn that feature on or off, but I remember, I think that's the game series. I heard that was kind of like a big feature of like, your decisions matter and you got to be very careful not to lose anybody, because once you lose them, they're like gone, right? Oh, you can turn off permadeath. Okay, that's good. I was going to say that would be very stressful for me. I'd be super stressed out. I wouldn't want to try that. Definitely not your first time either. You want to ease yourself into the series. Cool. So how have you been? How was your holiday? Did you have a good Christmas and New Year's? Get anything cool? So real quick, while we're answering that, I want to do a quick test to see if poor Blaze can join our basketball game. We're not going to play a real game right now. I just want to see if this works. Going blue. still don't see... Wait, are you there? I see myself, Relentless, Soul Viking. Is it working? I don't see you on there for some reason. So what this is, Jaybirds, we can play for a second. We just played a game, but we do, hey Max 1994, how's it going? We do games of basketballs for like just random breaks. We usually do it before we start the stream. Just a cool way to let you guys interact, and you earn some points to the channel in here, the tokens as we call it. Okay, so once the game starts, I want to make sure, yeah, I don't see your avatar either, Blaze. So maybe it's not working yet. Maybe I need to restart my computer. I just want to see if it lets Blaze play. For whatever reason, the program's not letting him join. Auto balance has occurred. Okay, let's see if it actually starts with you. Oh, I see you in there, Blaze. So I think it's working now. Now, how do I end basketball? Can I just type basketball again? Can basketball be ended? I don't know if I can end basketball, so I'm just going to close out of the program and restart it. This is so much fun. Yeah, we do this usually once, sometimes twice a stream, depending on how long the stream is. Let's see, have a good stream, bro. Dinner time, hit me up soon. We should do dinner. Oh, we absolutely should, Soul Viking. I mean, we got my birthday party coming up in a couple weeks, but maybe we could do something before that. But thank you for dropping in. Always good to see you, man. And yeah, have a great bachelor time, I guess, you know? I'm so glad I'm unbanned, finally. All right, let me start this again. Okay, so what were we doing besides basketball? Well, we're playing a game called The Council. And it's kind of like a... What year would you say this takes place? 1700s or so? And I forget the exact year. And we're this character named Louis, and we're trying to find our mom. We actually just found our mom. She was missing on this island where there's all these people that are part of the secret society, and there's some conspiracy going on, all kinds of, you know, people misleading and lying to each other. And we're really trying to find out why they invited everyone to this island. Oh no, my gamepad got disconnected. I swear, this thing is on like a 5-minute timer. Let's see if we can only figure out what broke the boss battle. Yeah, we need to try that again, Relentless. I don't know what happened with that one. So yeah, we found our mom, and she's telling us we need to go to this council meeting to basically find out what they're trying to accomplish. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, 2 games in a row of not being able to play was torture. I mean, Blaze, honestly, that's the whole reason why you're here. So that was unreasonably unfair, and I'm sorry. Oh, I think I found some amber.
A fragment of amber?
Oh, he didn't say it like that. Usually he says amber, all creepily like. Hey, that's not a fair characterization. I'm just joking. It is funny though.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother is here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis.
She's not really looking at us, is she?
Indeed, I rather believe he did. I helped.
That's a funny face for that one. He is a good son. Obey the mom. And we're trying. I mean, our mom is kind of a badass, to be honest.
An old sisterce from Roman Gaul.
But that's what she used to be. Right now, she's kind of losing her mind, so I'm not sure what's up with our mom. Oop, let's just unlock this chest while no one's looking.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Hey, we have the keys. Might as well use them. It's royal jelly, but we can't pick it up because we're full, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it. There we go. And let's pick it up.
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her.
Oh,
when
and
she
more
said he
amber
seemed quite
fragments
angry
too.
at being spoken to.
But it is not sound. You know it is not sound.
Your conjecture is
I think there's
totally
more
wrong,
stuff in
I
there.
assure you.
I have suspected it for some time, but now I am convinced.
I have already told her so once, by your desire.
How much royal
Are you
jelly
quite
is there?
sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her. but
Yeah, she did have a gun pointed at us. So, I mean, I could see why she doesn't believe we're doing this just because we think, you know, we're saying we're her son, I guess.
I have suspected it for some time, but now I am
These menus, it keeps cycling through all the things we could pick up and not pick up. I'm having a hard time telling what we have and what we don't have.
Is there not a little mistake?
Okay, we didn't pick up any more jelly, so I think we're done there. Let's talk to these two people.
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready? The much-awaited conference is about to begin?
That is what we have all been waiting for.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before it begins.
Of course he does.
You should go and see him.
So, a lot of these characters in this game are also real-life characters from history, which is pretty cool. There's like Napoleon Bonaparte, there's George Washington, all kinds of characters. Speaking of Washington, he's right here.
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence.
What does that say
what
at the
is
top
at stake
left?
here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
That symbol at the top left makes me think our character's constipated. So we're going to have some problems having meeting council discussions while we're having a hard time taking a shit. I should probably use some medicine. Can I look at what is going on before we start this? I'm guessing it's this one? Golden elixir we need to use?
Well.
Yep, that got rid of the shits. Okay. What is this conference about?
Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
Okay, so it's basically get important people together to determine the fate of the world.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Of course.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
It's like they're all about to cry. Their eyes are so glassy and wet. And Jaybirds, have you ever played this game before, or have you heard of it? This game is very different than I was expecting. I was expecting a game much more like Telltale games. It's way more involved, has many more mechanics, and the puzzles are really difficult, which is cool. How long have you been operating?
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It is continued from generation to generation.
I agree, Blaze. I'm pleasantly surprised. I like it when you go in thinking it's going to be this, and it's way more in depth. So you haven't, but you've seen it in stream here before. Oh, cool. Oh, like in this stream. Right. Do you meet often? I doubt it. I mean, you got to get these people from all over the world.
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
I think the early 2010s games have trained me not to notice shiny eyes anymore. You just got used to that. I remember early 2000s when games started to have physics and water. Oh, that was like my jam. I'd always jump in a game and immediately test the water. And if it rippled when you went in there or pushed something in there, that was just like the coolest thing in the world. Yeah, I would have thought it's like a Telltale game too. Yeah, I had the same idea when I had saw trailers and stuff, and it's actually like a Telltale game on steroids. With you level up, you have skills, and the puzzles are actually like really tricky. Yeah, Mario Sunshine's water is really nice. I think the first game I really noticed the water was 2001. Have you guys played a game called Ico on the PS2? That game had the coolest water. Yeah, kind of like a Telltale RPG. What major decisions have you already orchestrated? We know some of when he went into his secret hideout. He had all those notes. We know a little bit about what this guy's been up to.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Everything comes through the society. I think we've asked everything. You should try Ico. It's much more, what's the word? Limited in scope compared to like Shadow of the Colossus or even their newest game. The one with the big bird creature. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's much more puzzle oriented, and you have to protect this girl. Last Guardian, that's the one. I want to play that game. I have it, but I haven't completed it. Where it's interesting because it takes a mechanic most people hate, which is guiding a character, kind of like an escort mission, but it makes it fun. And it's kind of funny because your character is like a kid, and you drag this girl who's like older and bigger than you by the hand, just kind of like taking her from place to place. And it's almost like a kid dragging their mom through like a supermarket or a toy store or something. I don't know, it's interesting.
Louis, let me keep you a moment.
Escort missions, right?
I would like
GoldenEye
to
had
let
the
you in
worst.
on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America.
I've never been there.
It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
Continue.
My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French,
North America.
France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory.
I do want to go to
And that's
Louisiana,
when you come
though.
in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
Both of these are going to cost me 1 point. What do we know about this guy? He is immune to conviction and immune to science. Well, neither one of these is science or conviction. Let's try politics. Spoiler alert, Louisiana becomes part of the USA. I have a friend that lives in... my friend that just passed away, he was in Alabama. So that's the closest I've gone to Louisiana. But that is on my bucket list. I definitely want to check out New Orleans. Although after all the terrible storms they've had, I'm not sure how much it looks like it used to. a while back, but I still want to check it out. I heard it's very dirty.
Lord Mortimer, I'm sure you're aware that Louisiana is hardly prime quality land. I wouldn't be exaggerating to call it marshland. How is acquiring land they won't know what to do with going to strengthen the United States?
Think further, Louis. The United States won't stop there. Once they've acquired Louisiana, nothing will stop them. All they would have to do then is keep pushing toward the west to take the whole North American continent.
So you intend to get rid of the Spanish?
And the
They
Indians?
are purely transitory. This is the settlers' home. It is natural for them to want to develop their nation to become one of the greatest powers of this world. As for the Spanish, there are just a handful of them actually on site, and if need be, we'll see to it that they are sufficiently occupied in Europe so that their focus is not on the North American continent.
For anybody that streams out there, is there a tag for educational? Because we might be able to tag these streams educational while we're playing this game. Just saying. Yeah, New Orleans is such a weird place. Like, it's below sea level. They just get flooded all the time.
Moreover, Spain really only cares about its colonies in South America. It's hardly my fault if they're not capable of seeing the potential in the North American territories. The concept of royalty is from bygone times. It is time to lead the way to democracy. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies.
Poor Washington.
Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything. His project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
It sounds like he has good intentions. Hit the educational wholesome channel.
I propose we get started.
I would definitely not label Harvester as educational. And of course, some of this is
First of all,
true
I
to
would like
life.
to thank you for taking the time to come.
Quite a bit is
The
fiction.
honour is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will
Large
represent
hype.
the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Large
Welcome
hype?
among us, Louis.
I mean Harvester.
Welcome, Monsieur. I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Put Godoy in his place. Give a nod without saying anything. I kind of want to put him in his place. And you're saying, Blaze, if there was a graphic adventure tag, that would be good too. Unfortunately, it's weird. The tag system in Twitch, it doesn't let you describe the games you're playing. Those come from the category. So when you pick a game, like let's say Rocket League, you probably get like a sports tag and a multiplayer tag and a few others. Yeah, things you would use to describe a game come automatically. The ones you can put in there is like blind playthrough, multiplayer, single player, much more general tags. Although education might be one, because there's a lot for like real life streams, you know? Like they have ones for cooking, they have tags for They basically have tags for channels that don't exist, I guess. It is kind of crappy. I do like that the games themselves have tags, but I think you should be able to pick more general ones, because I don't think they're super accurate. They're missing a lot. I don't want to, like, piss everyone off. Let's just nod. With that huge chin of ours.
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer, but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What about the Indians?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured,
Awkward.
you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
They are not savages.
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you.
Right.
They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Yeah, we got kind of owned there.
I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
Why the future? Why not solve it now? Oh, etiquette, the filthy swine. I don't know what this is going to do. I'm kind of curious to answer this way. It's going to take a point of my action points. Oh, wait, etiquette. We need to look at what his weaknesses are, if we know. Which guy is this? This is Bonaparte, right? No. Oh, it's Godoy. That's right. We don't know any of his weaknesses or strengths. No, dude, it's not complex at all. Just don't do it. There you go. There's a, you said a misspelling at the bottom left option? Yeah, let's say it just like that. France will no longer use slavery. They'll look at me like, what? Let's do it. Let's call him a filthy swine.
It obviously doesn't stop you from sleeping at night.
Not in the least. Do not imagine I have anything against the American Indians.
Oh,
or the
he's
blacks.
immune to it.
That is not the question. But business is business.
And our character has the shits again. I need to use that left option, I believe, to get rid of that.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
And it might as well be the likes of you who rule. Is that right?
But of course.
Come now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis. We bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel.
I'm not sure what the icon
I believe
is.
that Spain should cede Louisiana to France, free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protege.
How dare you?
Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
Ooh, this is cheaper. We can do this without spending so many. It's politics. We know we can't use... Was it conviction? No, etiquette he's immune to. Let's try politics.
We are neighbors, Duke Manuel. Remember, your main rival in Europe is more likely to be England.
Still immune to that.
Plowing the seas right up your coastline. Hand over Louisiana to France and make her a prime ally.
Come, Louis. Spain and Great Britain are already allies and have nothing to gain by breaking their alliance.
Even if I do agree, Duchess, the omnipresence of the English fleet in Atlantic waters does not particularly please me.
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President.
How dare you?
That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies.
Ooh.
I hope you know what you're doing.
George putting down the smack talk.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
I'm going for the free options where I can. So we have a erudition option and a politics option. Wait, who are we talking to right now? Okay, the priest. That was... what's his name? Piaggi. We know he's vulnerable to manipulation. That's not an option. So let's try the free one, erudition.
Your Eminence, have no fear over that. I am sure France will do everything in its power to protect the Christians of Louisiana.
We're so
My
constipated.
young friend, how can you come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival? If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests as it is doing at this very moment in time.
We failed 3 times.
Don't be naive. This is politics. The Holy See must be concerned at seeing such a large territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto
English, please?
Sir Gregory.
Oh, forehead.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory.
Aha.
It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich will
Every step you
Ihnen,
take, you get more
Emily,
constipated.
ni Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
Oh, translate. Bam!
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Royal Gigolo? Nope. I was holding my drink. That was close.
Godoy and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have
True.
taken us, as per usual.
Anybody from Louisiana?
That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me.
Well, that went terribly.
Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory. I think Louis would rather stay.
Oh, no. All right. Just in chat, do we want to stay to assist Mortimer, or do we want to leave to assist Home? Which, it looks like nobody's on Mortimer's side. Everybody's going with Home. However, we are going to show our alliances when we pick one or the other. What do you guys think? Just like this guy all by himself, or the big angry mob? Who do you want to join? Mortimer's plan, well, he kind of told us in secret, but he wants Spain to give up the Louisiana territory to France, and he was telling George Washington that he wanted to do that to keep him from trying to expand westward, because just fighting over the swampland, it would weaken the United States. I was about to ask that too. I was sort of distracted. Stick with Mortimer. Poor Mortimer, all by himself. Let's be a rebel. All right.
As for me, I think I shall remain with Lord Mortimer, Sir Gregory.
You are committing a grave error, Louis.
Time will tell.
We are trying to find out more information from Mortimer for our mom, too, so it's probably a good idea. Oh, shut up, Mr. Bad Makeup. It's almost like a gargoyle. Try to look like a person.
My friends, I would like to thank you for staying.
Good God, William. What is this I hear about you reinforcing military power in Louisiana? I have no interest in having France for a neighbor, and you know that very well.
Calm down, George. Louis, explain our plan to Mr. Washington, please.
The United States is going to expand.
You see, Mr. President, Lord Mortimer anticipates that once France obtains Louisiana, they will cede it to you.
What do you mean? To us? The United States?
You heard right.
But
President Washington, the United States will double in size.
By what miracle have you...
You need to expand, George. You and France are the two major democracies in the modern world.
The eyes are very creepy at times.
You both become superpowers.
Are you really going to sponsor democracy throughout the world?
Of course, Monsieur Peru. That's why I don't want Spain to get too attached to those wetlands. Please continue, Louis. Explain my vision to Mr. President.
Crap. They're both... There's logic, conviction. I'm going to go with logic.
Mr. President, Lord Mortimer intends for you to conquer all the North American continent. He's relying on you to not stop at Louisiana, but to continue to push west.
Indeed, it would be dishonest to pretend that this is not my final objective.
But why didn't you tell me before?
Ooh, spontaneity. We should check what... Oops, wrong button. What is Washington's weakness? To be discovered. Well, let's try it. We have plenty of royal jelly right now.
So that Lord Mortimer would appear to be isolated without support.
Exactly. You got it, Louis.
Lord Mortimer retains the advantage by advancing undercover. And for it to work, he needed you to act surprised.
William, you haven't changed. Always one step ahead.
1 step ahead. You're joking. More like 5.
On that note, my friends, it's getting late. Mr. President, continue to take offense over my project when we resume the conference in the morning. You do it to a T.
Now they're faking
And if Sir Gregory has the audacity to send you an emissary to convince you to go against me, do me a favor. String him along if you can. The more they believe we are divided, the more we'll have our hands free.
Only too happy to oblige.
Now, let us get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Interesting.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Louis, if you have a minute, I would like to ask a favor of you. I'm going to require your services.
I feel like
How can
all
I
I
be
do
of
is
help?
favors around here.
Tell me all about it.
Our adversaries are many, and the closing vote of the conference will soon be upon us. Time is of an essence, so I'll need you to assist me this evening.
How can I help?
I need you to go this very evening to persuade Signor Godoy to join us. He is the backbone of Gregory's resistance. Turn him round, and all the others will follow in such a stampede that Gregory will be able to do nothing but admit
How are we going to convince
Lord
that
Mortimer,
guy?
with all due respect, don't you think I'm the last person Godoy wants to talk to?
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
We did kind of shit on him in that meeting. We called him a filthy swine or something. He didn't like it too much. Ooh, he's hiding something from me. So that we can try psychology, however.
Rage.
You know who that is? Hi, Spider Monkey. How's it going, dude? It's like his doorbell, pretty much. It's like the spider doorbell. Everyone in the game does seem a little bit evil. George Washington doesn't seem too evil, except his stances on slavery. He's just kind of like, we'll deal with it later. So, okay, this is using a lot of points. The more you know. He's hiding something. Let's try that.
Lord Mortimer, you're not telling me everything.
Let's say I wouldn't disapprove if the Right Honorable, though nonetheless choleric, Duke Manuel put you in his bad books. If it could motivate him to declare war on France, it would greatly serve our interests.
What?
War? What do you mean?
We're trying to start a
I told you
war?
before the conference. The more we distract Spain from the Americas, the less it will have an eye on Louisiana.
But all the same, we're talking about a war in Europe.
Don't worry. That's why Mr. Bonaparte is with us. I am convinced we'll be perfectly capable of managing the conflict. And Signor Godoy is not a great soldier. He will not commit Spain to a long war that he won't be capable of managing.
I'll go straight away.
Thank you, my boy. And get some rest afterwards. Big day tomorrow.
All right, we got a pretty big mission now. You been lurking about? I appreciate the lurk, Spider. How you been, dude? What's new? So we've already been back here. We looked at these letters. This was for that puzzle. Which, I gotta say, funny thing, that was a pretty cool puzzle. I like that one.
Aren't you afraid our projects for Italy may be discovered before we... Oh, please excuse us, Louis, but I need to speak with Lord Mortimer in private.
Oh.
No. What do you want, Louis?
Need some advice for approaching Godoy. Yeah, people in positions of power playing with people's lives in war. Totally irrelevant to modern times. Yeah, we don't do that at all. The work never ends. Been good. How about your sexy self? Doing well. My throat is almost 100%. I'm having some hot tea right now because streaming and chatting the whole time, it was getting a little bit rough, but not too bad. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I want some more time off.
I'm going to have a word with Duke Manuel, but you know him better than I do, I believe.
Yes. Avoid any marks of respect and protocol pertaining to his rank. He's not fond of courtly manners.
Thank you for the advice, my lord.
That's good to know. How is the rest of this conference going to play out?
When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away. I shall be leaving you.
I need to find some more of that golden elixir so I can get rid of this constipation. Now, what does the constipation do?
Alright.
Alright. See, is that something you caught from me on that magical night? You know, I have no idea where I got that, to be honest. Andy was sick about 2 weeks before I got it, but she was well for a while after that. I don't think I got it from Andy. I think it was just a lack of sleep and travel to my parents' house. Just all those things at once, you know? That, and there was a lot of kids during the Christmas events we went to beforehand, so kids, they're just like carriers of the plague, pretty much. Let me make sure there's no items that I missed floating around here. Oh, that's Devil's Thorn. I haven't used that in a while. That's it. John trying to run into a big hole in the ground. I was confused. I was like, why can't I go around that? Oh, that's blocking me. I'd do a dive. That'll get me downstairs very quickly. Okay, so we need to find Godoy's room, don't we? There's Adams, Bonaparte's, de Richet. Where's Godoy's? Is there another floor of rooms? I don't think so. You know what? I think it's a room we just haven't been in yet. So I'm facing that direction. There's a door right here we have not been in yet. No, we have been in that room. This way.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
Wollner. Okay. We can go in there. It's not the room we're supposed to go into, but I will totally snoop around and get some free stuff. And we say we should use the Devil Thorn more often. Oh, that's true. I do kind of forget to use that. Then I won't be wasting so much royal jelly. And I can also use that to do the difficult ones. Like if something is going to require 7 action points or something, I could do it for free.
The signs of obscurantism.
Does anybody know what obscurantism is? I mean, I guess that is, but I don't know what that is. Oh, we got some more royal jelly. Yeah, sure, let's search.
Golden elixir.
Fixes constipation.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
We don't know this one yet, do we? Well,
a chest locked with a 4-letter.
Let's go ahead and use one of those.
Close to the owner's heart.
What do you call it? It's that one, right? No, this one. Oh, I also haven't been doing this. We should display immunities and vulnerabilities.
Quality time.
And then there's always that. Let's use one of these. Next skill use is free. Let's use one of these for some quality time using our knowledge to unlock this.
If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus named the element called zinc.
I never would have got that in a billion years. The Atrum Chemicum? What is that? Mysterious notes. Oh, these are they these items? Or is it these items? Oh, it's these for new skills. Nice. Oh, gonna go get a drink quickly. That's just what I did. Yeah, because there's been a number of Devil Thorns I haven't been able to pick up because I've just been full because I haven't been using them. I read that right as I got back. Whoops. You were quick.
fragment of amber.
Ember.
The alchemist is an old man.
I feel like I've been in here before. Doesn't this look familiar? Oh, this is interesting. I chose to leave with home. Oh, so this is all new stuff for you. That's awesome. Okay, we can't pick up Devil's Thorn right now. Can I use Devil's Thorn at any time? Or does it only work when I'm chatting with somebody?
Devil's Thorn.
Hold on. Why is there a timer? What's going on here? Temporarily reveals all the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice. Okay. So it was pretty much useless to use right there. I was thinking maybe it would let me pick a character and unlock one of their vulnerabilities, but it only works when you're actually talking to them. I'm sure we've been in here before.
A ruble.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used one before. So yeah, at least now we know what it does.
The Great Work of the Soul by S. Madone.
Is this where we find out about
alchemy
zinc?
Is a thought, an art that is performed on the matter of the soul. Great alchemists work to transform and perfect the latter by a series of processes known as the Great Work. There are 4 phases to attain the ultimate in spiritual fulfillment.
I think Saturday might be a good time to test it because it's a longer stream, so I won't be so focused on, oh, let's make some progress in the game. We could play around a little bit and try that out. Let's see, use Devil's Thorn when you're in a conversation. It shows their immunities, vulnerabilities when you see the dialogue choices. That's cool. And it's only useful for a limited time. So I guess it doesn't jot it down in your notebook, does it?
Very metaphorical as occult theories go. The human spirit being the
Saturday
pure materia
test
of the alchemist.
Okay, are there any other items that we missed? I think we went around everywhere. Honestly, books are like some of the most exciting things to pick up in this game because those are like free skills. And I'm kind of low on books that I haven't read yet. Okay, so we're still looking for a dude's room. There's no placard here. It's Adam's room, okay.
President George Washington.
I've already been in there. I like that they have little name tags at every single door. That's handy. Did I miss a door? Okay, that goes to the hallway. That's George Washington. What's this next one? I don't have anything labeled here.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
That's the priest. There's another door over here we haven't looked at yet. See, you only jot down immunities and vulnerabilities when you make those choices. That's fair. But you would know when to exploit vulnerabilities while you can when you're on Devil's Thorn. It'd be nice if that saved it when you successfully did it. I guess when you make the choice, it would, right?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh, this guy's trying to get in here too.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
He's not dead. Okay, let's see what his weakness is. We don't know. However, let's go ahead and use Devil's Thorn because we're maxed out. This is a vulnerability. However, it is too expensive. So let's go ahead and use one of these guys and make it free.
Excuse me, but I must fetch a letter for the Duke.
Very well, sir. You may pass.
Well, that was easy. Sometimes I feel like I'm not smart enough for this either, Blaze. It's kind of funny. We've never been in here. Lord Duke, here's the information obtained by your intelligence service. I can confirm that Mr. Hay is indeed working on an agreement with Great Britain. The aim seems to be to weaken the French economy, and then secretly that of the Spanish, by seizing merchandise at sea. Our treasuries are already suffering from the embargo on French food products. Such a treaty would mean ruin of our colonies. I have no doubt that you will be able to swiftly find a diplomatic solution. Awaiting further instructions. Let's see, we are now very doped up, which is fine. Oh, is that what that... No, the counter is me using it for free. How do I look at those statuses? Intoxicated. Dialogue timer is hidden. That's okay.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my lord.
That's why we have the nosebleeds. Notice something.
It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter.
Nice.
Of course, it's written in Spanish. And it reeks of lavender.
Giggity.
Well, well, Mr. Godoy. You seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Want to translate it. We have a lot of royal jelly right now. Oh, you can wait until you feel even worse to use a golden elixir. I think we will.
So, let's see what it says.
My tender Pepita, I feel so guilty at being so far away from you again, even if it's for the good of my country. I kind of wanted to read this so we might have more ammo next time we talk to him. I feel awful at having to leave you after a silly little spat, because you are the only woman I love, Josephina, forever. I told you before, everything I have, everything I can offer, I owe to the affection of the Queen. Let's stay united, please, even in sacrifice, for the two of us, for our future children. Stop being jealous. You're the only one who fills my thoughts. Everything else is just a game, I swear. Sounds like he was cheating on the side or something.
It seems that the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
I'm really glad we did that. Ooh, maybe the visions we get are just a side effect of Louis being on so many drugs. Has nothing to do with the game mechanics. We did that to ourselves. Am I the one who's never had a nosebleed? I've had nosebleeds before, very infrequently, but I have had them. I mean, I've had the inside of my nose bleed from scratching, but never it suddenly poured down my nostrils. Well, I guess that's true. When I think of nosebleed, I've had it when I go to like really dry weather, and sometimes it just, you know, it gets so dry, I'll just like, it'll bleed up there, but it never comes out. I'll just notice if I blow my nose or something.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim.
So I think I might be in the same boat as you.
That one.
Okay, let's grab a couple items before we have to go for the day. It's about time. Is that a key or a coin?
A Chinese coin.
Alright, we're getting some replacement items for all the drugs I've been taking. Okay, this is probably a good stopping point, because right after this is probably going to be a puzzle or a big confrontation, which might take a little while. So let's go ahead and exit. Hopefully it saves it relatively soon. Hard to tell where those saves are going to happen. Oh, you get them all the time, Relentless, and so does your dad. So it just starts running down your face. I forgot to remove that Christmas thing. I didn't even realize that. I try to clean up all of the... there's my stream fail for the day. I try to clean up all of the Christmas stuff, and I missed this one. Dang it. There we go. All better. There had to be one fail. I almost made it through the whole stream before that happened. We were so close. So close, guys. Let's see. I like how you always pretend you don't have a scheduled stream ending time. Not that I pretend that I don't, but I just want to make as much progress as possible, and then I push it. And then I go too late, and then I'm like, ah, crap. Andy might be mad, or I'm just losing out on sleep or something. It's like, I got to be more on top of it, you know? That sucks that you get them all the time, Relentless, though. Oh, great stream. I was lurking, having tea with my dad. Oh, that's cute. What kind of tea did you have, Linz? I was having green tea with honey to help my throat. Ooh, here's our new Talk Like a Brittabong for the day. I like posting it in here, Blaze. I think this might work better than the Discord. Alright, seriously, that word, it's like I just mashed on the keyboard, like with my fists. That does not look like anybody wrote that on purpose. Aw, Spider! Dude, thank you so much. Hold on. That means... Where... Wait, I turned off the stream, guys, didn't I? I just accidentally started Final Fantasy XIV. I don't want to start that. Okay. Let me connect these guys, because you guys get tokens for that. Dude, thank you so much for the cheers, Spider Monkey. It is annoying, but what can you do? I just deal with it. Just make sure you always have something on you to, you know, like a handkerchief or something. Alright, so we got these on the screen. Bam. And we'll do one more. Bam. Final Fantasy stream. Okay, how would I pronounce that word in American California John English? I'm going to pretend like there are vowels there, because otherwise I don't know how to say this. I'm going to say Insible. Insible. Now I know darn well that even though there's no vowels, the English Britain pronunciation is going to take a few of those, just half of that word and just throw it in the trash. So I'm going to say, it does look like a keyboard mash, doesn't it? I'm going to say, Kneesbull. Kneesbull. Is it Kneesbull? I do need to go to Discord for the correct answer, though. Nice job, Relentless. So, let's see. Spider Monkey got one, and Relentless. Nice. Oh, weird. I started typing something in Discord, and I failed to send it. Oh, you couldn't find a YouTube video this time, so it's a website. All right. Forvo/word. Okay, that looks like a legitimate link. Doesn't look like I'm going to some weird porn virus site. Oh, here's the pronunciation in Welsh. It says, let me mute the music real quick so we can hear this. Okay, which button do I need to click and not get advertising and viruses? I'm thinking this button. Oh, it's a Welsh place. Okay. Remember, Kneesbull is what I thought. Kneesbull.
Anisabur.
Ah!
Anisabur. Anisabur.
My original English California pronunciation, I think, was actually closer. I had said Anisabul. Anisabul.
Anisabur.
Where it's actually saying, like, Anne is a bull. Like, you have a friend named Anne. She is a bull. Anne is a bull.
Anisabur.
Poor Anne. It's like going back to the Minotaur thing, right? We were just learning about that. Did you do that on purpose? Were we just learning about Greek stuff and you know, the Minotaur, and you're like, you know what, Anne is a bull. Let's bring that in. It's all coming together. We know your master plan. That was a good one. That's the closest I've gotten. That's the closest I've gotten. I had about 2/3 of that word correct. I'm impressed. Usually I have 10% of the word correct, so that wasn't too bad. It was another fail, but it was closer. I'll take that. 0 for 12. 0 for 12. Where's my music? There we go. So once again, everybody, thank you all so much for coming out today. It's good to be back in the groove of streaming. You know, it's been a 2-week break. It was nice. I definitely needed it. I got sick, but I'm glad to be back into the normal groove of things, hanging out with you guys every week. It's fun being back. So probably no bonus stream tomorrow. We've been doing that on Fridays for a while, but someday you'll get it right. Thank you, Silhouettes. I hope so. One of these days. It's going to be completely by accident. Kind of like how I do most of these puzzles in this game, but completely by accident, I will get it. Let's see, what wasn't nice was being banned. That's true, Blaze. I'm so sorry you got banned. That was weird. Yeah, we probably won't have a bonus stream tomorrow. Actually, my birthday is coming up pretty soon here. Not next weekend, like a week from now, but the weekend after that, we're going to be celebrating my birthday. My actual birthday's on Sunday, which for that Saturday, we're going to have to cancel that stream because we have so much preparations we're doing around the house. We're going to do a 1920s themed party because it's 2020. We're technically in the 20s again, so we're going to throw a 20s party, which should be a lot of fun. But when we do these big parties where we have like 30 people over, I'll help if needed. We will probably contact you, Spider, but just a lot of moving furniture around, cleaning, decorating, getting all the food prepped, that kind of stuff. So Friday, Saturday is going to be super busy that week. So maybe I can do a stream on Sunday, but Sunday's my actual birthday. So Andy might have plans for that. So I'll let you guys know if we're going to be able to do a makeup stream that weekend. Yes, John Con is the birthday. That's correct. I've already created the event and labeled it John Con and invited everybody. So we're excited. It was what was it? The 2020 20s party, or 2020 20s John Con. Hungover Sunday. Daddy needs to stream. Yes, that's also true. It might be hard to try to do a stream on Sunday because I'll be sick probably. Maybe not sick, but definitely hungover. Definitely a little wiped out. If not from the alcohol, just from being exhausted. It's going to be a long night. Usually we don't kick everyone out of the house until about 5 in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, 30 people over? No, John. 20 people. Wait, what do you mean? 30 people, no, John. 20. We've had, if not 30 people all at once, because people come and go, we usually have around, usually between like 25 and 35 throughout the night. He usually gets sick of seeing my face for over 30 minutes. No, I don't, Spider. I love your face. Oh, that makes sense, Linz. I was like, why are you only 20 people? That'd be funny. Invite 20 people for a 2020s 20 party. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a bonus stream tomorrow, Blaze. If something pops up and Andy wants to stream, pretty much Friday is... If Andy wants to stream, that's that day. But I think we have some other plans tomorrow, so I don't think that's going to work out. But Saturday, we will do our normal stream, so stay tuned for that. Oh, yeah. So for shoutouts, we got a couple big raids today, which is super cool. I need to be sure on Twitter to thank them as well. I've been bad about that. But Finn, if you're still here, pretty sure you've disappeared. And Jaybird's Live, thank you guys both so much for the raids. And Spider Monkey, thank you so much for the biddies. Ooh, if we collect a cover charge, $20, that would at least help pay for the food, I think. Oh, I get confused because it's Friday here. That makes sense. Yeah, for me, it's still Thursday night. So for me, in like 24 hours, probably no stream. But in like 36 hours, Saturday, yeah, stream. Yeah, no, the normal scheduled stream is still going on. All right, so who's online right now, guys? Who can we raid and share some love with? Gotta pass the love on. Time zones suck. Which is weird because we're all in Sweden. Why do we have different time zones? We should all just be sharing the same schedule. I don't understand it. It's funny, my bookmark for Twitch is to the creator dashboard. I always have to do an extra click just to see who's actually streaming. Let's see. You know, I tried to raid Taco Salad the other day, but he had already quit his stream. So let me see if he's still online right now. Because he's playing Life is Strange, which is a fantastic game. Oh, it looks like he just beat the game.
We got episode 4 and episode 5, and I think those are probably the 4 apparently.
I think he might be wrapping up his stream right now. Oh, did you get to see the Discord pic? The Fear one, Spider Monkey? I did. I replied to that. Or I think I tried to reply to it. Is that from the time that we were playing Blair Witch? I think it was from Blair Witch. Oh, you're going to hop over to the Shadow of the Colossus stream. Who is streaming that? At least they're not in my list. That was cool. That was a fun game. I like that Blair Witch game. Now, actually, this is somebody that you recommended to me a while back, Blaze, and he seems like a cool guy. This is that Lokedown. Let's see, Aim Leslie. What is his name? I'll have to check him out. I want to raid this guy though. This Lokedown. He's playing a game called Disco Elysium, which has been getting crazy good reviews. And I know very little about it except it's an RPG, but it looks really cool. Oh, Loke is one of Kate's people. He is good people. Perfect. And we should throw him a raid. I tried to paste the entire URL, and that's not how this works, John. There we go. Yeah, we raided him once before, and he was a really cool guy. I think, was it you that recommended him, Blaze, or was that you, Relentless? Somebody recommended Lokedown, and we hung out, and it was cool. Getting me confused with someone else again. I mean, did I say Blaze? I meant Nate. Did you tell me Nate? I did shoutouts already, Blaze. You might have missed it, but I did shoutouts. I was sure to do that. Shouted out Finn, Jaybirds Live, and Spider Monkey. Gotcha. All right, so just so I don't screw up the timing, everybody, thank you again so much for hanging out. This has been a blast. We are on chapter 3. We got about 2.5 chapters to go, and we've knocked out this game. You can shout me out anytime. I do usually shout you out, Spider Monkey. And I'll see you all on Saturday. Have a great couple days. Guess I'll see you in like a little under 24 hours. Bye, everybody. Say hi to Lokedown. He seems like a really cool guy.